they even want to come back at this point. So that's going to be, I guess, Wisdom, Dungeon Master?
Yeah, you can make a roll, and as you are praying to that, also something else will happen. That will make sense in role-playing. Yeah, go for the roll. Okay. As you probably like pray, so you like sit in a room with some ritual, then you close your eyes, and when you feel the shift, and when you open them again, you find yourself in a afterlife of this particular plane, sitting in a boat with the probably the death, god of death, however you want to call him, on the opposite side.
Okay.
So, and he's like, this death in this plane version, he's like kind of taken from Daxaris, so he's like snarky, like no shit.
We've probably spoken before.
Probably, and he's like, so, and he's like very chill out looking. I heard, stop it! I heard you are seeking my.
Yes, I seek your. I seek the authority to. I want to know whether or not one of your residents is interested in returning to the material plane as a living person.
It is
what is their name?
What was their name again? You asked.
One is Leoria and second is Robert Augustus.
Okay, Robert Augustus and Saria.
Leoria
and Robert Augustus. They've been dead for about 8 years, and they were really good friends of the guild, and they are needed for some very important clerical related duties back on Earth, back in the world.
Well, as the time passes, everybody loses somebody important. Friends, lovers, parents. That's the way of life. But it is true that you have the power to bring them back. And it is also true that I could potentially decide to stop you. But, and he waves his hand, I'm not that kind of. So, I'm gonna not make that decision. Let the interested party speak themselves, and then he just like snaps his fingers, and from the misty lake around the boat suddenly like two visages of like souls, and probably like they gave you description like what they look like, so you connected those, and yes, those are the souls of Robert Augustus and Leoria. And I'm pretty sure I'm retconning something because I remember that the thing they did with their body was to make sure that they are not exactly like something with turning flesh to stone, to make sure that they really exactly aren't fully dead, so they cannot be taken from afterlife. Some shenanigans to prevent resurrection, but I already forgot what it was exactly, so fuck it. We are retconning that.
Interesting.
So, he's like, there's Loria, Robert Augustus, John Steelsong. You probably didn't met in the life. And this one here has a proposition for you, and he has actually power to back this proposition up.
So, hello. Do you guys want to come back? The guild wishes to bring you back.
Oh, and also they were allies of the like party members, but they weren't exactly members of Eternal Wanderers. They were just their own.
Yeah.
And when they are saying like, yeah, this time like Robert says, and he's like speaking like slowly, like he's trying really hard to remember what the life was and what you were talking.
It was this thing where like you had flesh. You had flesh and bone.
And a great big mustache.
Yeah, his core. I'm sure that it was such a part of him that
the mustache
he retained
is still, yeah, it's still in the after.
He retained his appearance. as a manly man.
I can just imagine it's like a ghost, nothing but a mustache on him, the only noticeable thing.
Beautiful. The world would be a better place with someone as distinguished as yourself.
And he like makes several like distinct.
I'm gonna actually.
And then he like like maybe something clicks in his eyes. My brother.
He's still there.
Is he well?
He misses you, and he's a little bit worried, like most people, because there's a lot going on right now in the world that is pretty scary.
Fucked.
Some of our guild members remember you quite fondly. But yeah, he definitely is not the same man that he was without his family.
Normally I would. Then, like as you're talking, like it seems like more and more memories are returning to him. Like his visage is becoming more prominent, visible, and he speaks.
Was he married?
And he speaks normally. Honestly, I didn't even put that detail back there, and I didn't. I think my idea at the beginning for him that he was married at some point, but then his wife died because he was leader of the guard and he was already pretty old dude, like in the 40s or 50s even.
But he might have kids.
Maybe I didn't decide on that. Wasn't sure.
We should roll like 1d4 minus 2 kids.
Okay, his genes are
Two sons.
apparently strong.
2 sons, Ron and Randall. They are in need of their father as well.
Yeah, obviously at that point they're already like adult and they're also doing stuff in the military. And he's like, normally, I mean, I was taught that, well, death is natural and is the also in the circle of life and it's natural end of. But if my sons and my brother truly need me for the last time, then if I'm truly allowed to go, then I think I still have some things to do back on the material plane. Yeah, because like the thing his characteristics was that even before his death, he was a man that he already felt he did a lot in his life, and he already felt that he lived a pretty fulfilled life. So he's not really that keen on resurrecting bandwagon, but with the arguments you presented, he will allow himself to be resurrected and brought back. But as we are looking at Leoria, she's just like silently shaking her head as negative.
Okay.
As the cleric of life, it is true that I was given the gift of returning and resurrection to those who needed it. But the one who has such innate knowledge of life also has the knowledge of. And this is my role to not mess with natural order of things. It is true, I might help, but I'm gonna continue not living, existing here in the afterlife by my rules. So I do not have desire to be brought back.
Okay. I will return my spirit to the material plane.
It's just like you end your prayer in your head and then you open your eyes and then again you are back where you should be.
Basically, I need his remains and some water and some dirt.
The water's for drinking.
To hydrate during the ritual. So,
yeah, with the remains of the body, that actually might be a tricky thing.
Tricky thing?
That's what the miracle's for.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
then the miracle will deal with the body.
Okay. So how it's going to go down, it's basically like you're seeking a miracle from your deity. Is resistance. Spend 25,000 gold in powdered diamond. I say a prayer. The remains, as well as the dirt that is poured on it, and the water that is poured on it, all form and they fill the room up with light. And then it should bring him back basically exactly as he was when he died, only all of his ailments are removed, and feeble-mindedness and insanity are all gone. And
Didn't he have like a limp?
Hmm?
If I remember, he had a limp, and so that would be gone too, probably.
yeah, he's like
Who, Robert August?
Yeah.
No.
He didn't? Oh, okay.
he's restored fully. He's still old.
What
But-
about his mustache?
Oh, his mustache has to be there.
Yeah,
Has
he's
to
still
be.
there.
Is it better?
I think, Zach, you are... yeah, it is, like, glorious. I think you are talking about that one NPC that also was at the very beginning, that's currently a sergeant of, like, city guard, that has a peg leg, because when Fort Darkwell has fallen, he, like, one of his limbs got, like, shred off or, like, cut off. I think you are talking about that NPC, but I don't know if you even remember him. Genkiro might remember him, but...
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah, so...
So because he didn't resist, and because I sought the approval of the deity through that interaction, he should just be there, fully alive. I sort of, I put some clothes on him, make sure he's okay. Make sure, like I check his eyes and stuff.
Yeah, know what happens? Like, as he appears in a blinding flash of light, he's like he's in pristine condition, and he has all the equipment that he had last time, so he's like in the full armor of the city guard. And
He died naturally.
no, that wasn't natural death at all.
Okay.
Yeah, but you feel that something shifting and changing. The ritual was successful, but there's something else. And he like said, where did you make the ritual? Because the thing he asked, he looks around. Thank you for bringing me back, but as I was returning, something else happened. I believe I was given something else to do, and I will... Well, I cannot really explain it fully and properly, but I need to see my brother as soon as possible before I, disappear again somewhere. I'm confused at that stuff, but please.
So I rolled the sense motive just to like confirm whether or not he's telling the truth.
Yeah, his confusion is literal. And you also felt a slight shift disturbances in the domain powers when the ritual was going off. It brought him back successfully with no problem, but something else happened while his soul was returning back through the astral plane.
So like something spiritual.
Yes.
Okay, if that's what you mean, if that's what I think that means, then I'm gonna actually cast another spell. It's specifically a detect evil. Detect evil.
He's not evil. He's still the lawful good alignment he was.
Well, I mean, the presence of evil. Anywhere.
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, I tell him, I say, okay, well, you need to go visit your brother. We're kind of in a flying castle right now.
Yeah, I assume at this point, the flying castle has some landing pad built up at Dragon Height, and it's currently not hovering but landed, and people are, going around it, doing shit and whatnot.
Okay. Alright, well, Just make sure and drink lots of water, and get lots of sleep. And I give him a prescription, some pills, just to make sure that everything, some supplements to keep him. He hasn't fully recovered.
I mean, he like shrugs. I feel fine enough, but well, thank you anyway. And like he like rushes to get his brother, and as he's rushing out, we can make a perception because he's muttering something else.
Perception?
Yeah.
Hang on. It's my specialty.
Yeah, he like mutters something. He like, well, I don't think I will need much of a sleep or water. Anyways.
Oh,
Want
so
to fi-
great.
want to fi-
Suicidal.
On the finding. No, he's like, he's not suicidal. He's like, you get an impression like he's a man on a mission given by somebody.
I guess I'm just trying to find the meaning. He's on a mission. Okay. Well, yeah, before you leave, Robert, real quickly, I
I
want
mean,
you to.
that you heard that as he was rushing out, so he's just like getting to his brother because he mentioned something about like
Okay.
limited time being here.
Are my fellow party members here with me? Or are they like elsewhere?
I think we're elsewhere.
I'm gonna go to them and be like, well,
We're screwed.
I brought him back. And then he left.
They did. Wait, what?
What?
I mean, I left as this point. He's currently still in the city, probably at this point meeting with Reynard. But
He's
he
trying to
mentioned
find his brother.
Something about that he will need to leave.
Oh, okay. So he's still here. In the vicinity. But he's leaving to find his brother. That may be partly my fault.
Well, that might be a minor issue, but hey,
You want me to go grab him?
I think it's fine. Don't see a massive reason for us to follow them. I'd say they do as they please.
Okay. Sure, I'm sure we can find him if we need to.
Hopefully.
Yeah, like he meets with his brother. Nobody's observing, nobody's listening, so they talk. Some informations are exchanged, and if anybody after some time meets Reynard again, probably Genkiro, he looks sober and not as sad, like even like proud and even slightly happy, and of course like he probably heard an explanation, so he will thank Steelsong. I'm talking about Reynard Augustus. He will thank Steelsong and the others. And if anybody is asking like what's the deal with him leaving, he just shrugged it off. My brother isn't really sure himself, but I trust him. And I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Okay. Well, hopefully everything will turn out all right for you guys.
Well, we still have that, as you guys call it, end of the world happening. And I'm not gonna shy away from that fight. Whatever happens, I will be ready to meet whatever is coming at us. And probably like, it's common knowledge that because Reynard was Captain Commander of one of the forts, alongside others, he is one of the NPCs that's basically enlisted as officers, leaders of like armies and whatnot because of the military experience. Something like that.
+2.
Plus the war effort. We're mass affecting this.
Yeah. Mm.
We need to get 100% or we're screwed.
Now that thanks to you I finally have the mind of the gutter, I'm gonna focus on important thing. And he also like goes in the background doing he gets his Rocky montage of like training with himself and training his soldiers and whatnot.
Mhm.
Okay, so that was with him. For a moment I lost train of thought. Well, I don't have much of the other. I mean, I have ideas, but not of the social scenes. Before we proceed further, do you have any ideas for your scenes? Because I don't need to make the scene with Genkiro and High Priest. He just like talks, like prepares everything, so there's nothing else to gain from that scene. Everything's going smoothly on that front. Do you have anything else to do yourself? Meeting with an NPC, talking about some stuff, I don't know.
Um,
I'm
you
spending
sleep.
I'm spending 20 gold in Dragonhide.
Getting
Partying.
drunk.
Getting drunk.
Oh, that's good because I wanted to go to Dragonhide. So
Buying
I mean, I
liquor.
assume like the Flying Castle is at Dragon High. I assume the
Mhm.
party was spending definitely
Yep.
around Dragon
Pr-
Island.
pretty much. End of this about to be locked up for a possibly long time, so he's gonna go party for a while.
Yeah. Then he
I'm
runs out
sure.
of
I'm
money
sure
and
with
comes.
20 gold, I can do a lot
I have a
Yeah,
question.
of mundane things.
In Dragonhide,
Yes.
I assume everything is built for dragons, right?
No,
Nope.
that's just the name because it comes from Dragon Mountain and Dragon Island because the island is a home for like this
Dragons.
elder, powerful, like eternal, like dragon that you met already, and I
Yeah.
forgot his name because I didn't write it down because I'm lazy.
That's fine. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and the city, like some bits of it are still in the process of rebuilding after last bombing attack of the Phantom Troop, but is getting back up to.
Phantom Troop is gone now, right?
Apart
Okay.
from 2 members, yes, they are gone. I mean, this generation.
So, apart from 2 members, you say, I start sauntering over to Genkiro. If I can in my dragon form. If I can't, then no.
Not really. The place isn't
It's-
that huge to accommodate for Colossal Dragon. You have to be. If you are in the city, you have
Everybody
to be.
attacks as they see. Everybody
I
panics.
mean, we
as
already
they
have
see
enough
a
fame and
giant
respect
dragon.
that people know that dragon, that they know this is our dragon.
So, I look at Genkiro and I say, so, Phantom Troop is mostly gone now, right?
Mostly, yes.
Are you still gonna hunt them down? As far as I'm aware, there's still 2 left.
For now, I'll let them be.
Why? You were so set on your revenge, now you have it, and you're almost done with it, and you decide to let everything go?
Oh, I haven't let them go yet. I'll just need some time on my own for now.
So what? You're just gonna mope for a bit?
I have something else in mind.
Look. I know what it is to achieve revenge, not to achieve it, all that stuff. All in all, I don't think that you should let them go right now. I think we should hunt the fuckers down and destroy them while we have the chance. Because bad guys are like rabbits. They fuck all over the place, and then in a couple of years there's 60,000 of them.
When I fought the Phantom himself, I thought I would feel satisfaction on his death. But still, there was something not there.
Perhaps it's because they're not all gone yet.
You really want him to just murder them. You're a bad influence on the poor boy.
He has his reasons.
Genko kind of sighs and looks up at the sky and says, "We could hunt them down, yes, but eesh. For now, I wouldn't know exactly where to start to look for them."
Fair enough. But for now, while you're sitting here and moping, I say as I stand up and start walking out and look over my shoulder, more from like a sidewards glance. Don't wait too long. And then I keep going.
Genko kind of looks concentrated down in his hand as he holds it out and just clenches it down in a fist. Well,
That's for the scene.